Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our next career mode selecting process. We already got the NHL one done, picked, ready to go. If you didn't see that one, go check out the previous video. Super excited to have that one be all done, ready to go. Gonna be interesting. It's kind of a team that's been good and kind of just good over time, but hasn't won a cup in a long time. So gonna be interesting to see how that series goes. Hopefully it's interesting, a good dynamic put together for that, but we'll see what happens. It's been a long time since I played an NHL franchise mode, so I think it's going to be interesting either way for us on that. But now we got to pick the one that we know very well, that I haven't really been playing in depth in a long time, but ready to get back into it in depth, is a FIFA career mode, manager mode to be exact. This one I do know because we can actually pick real managers. So it's going to be, can the great one bring some greatness to one of these fantastic teams in one of these leagues? So we need to start with, which country are we going to start in? There's 5 leagues that have broadcasting in the game, so like what you would see on TV. So we went with those 5 countries. Excited to kind of get this put together here, but let's figure it out. So it's going to be just like the last one. I think we're going to go with, since we only have 5 countries, we're going to go with 5 tallies. You have to get 5 tallies to become the victor. Instead of like trying to squeeze it down right away, we'll just do, there's 5 teams. Gotta get picked 5 times and you will be the country picked. So let's just get at it. Saves us the time of everything. So the first country to be picked, it's gonna be Germany. That's gonna be tally number 1, going to Germany. I do need to actually, the timer is going, the spin is going for too long, but England gets number 2. Let's go change that quick during spin. We need to be able to get these off quickly, not super long time. England gets tally number 2. This could be a classic English career mode if it becomes, but Italy's on the board. All right, Germany tied at 2 with England. Spain's on the board. Spain would be very interesting now, but would be an interesting one, especially trying to build up against the giants of Spanish football. But England's taking the lead. Could be a tough, could be a Premier League career choice. France is on the board now. Germany's also on the board. Germany or England would be interesting. Just the amount of leagues that are in for those countries can make it interesting. But we might be getting a classic England victory here, the way it's going. Italy though is gonna get 2 tallies. We could see a late push by Germany, maybe get 2. We'll see. But Spain gets 2. French is not getting picked often, which I'm not really gonna be too much against if they don't get picked, because the competition is just not as great as some of these other countries for in-game. So it'll be interesting to see. But France gets another tally. Right now it's England, Germany. What can we get tally-wise left? Spain gets the 3rd tally for them. Germany and England are still waiting to see who gets picked for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a classic English career road to glory. England got the 5 tallies, so we now need to go and see if we're going to be in, where are we starting this career mode? That is going to be what we need to make sense of next, is where are we going. I think I'm going to stay away from the Premier League, actually. The other leagues, it wouldn't be too difficult to do that because you could still get relegated. But I think what we're going to do for the sheer chance of the game, maybe we just do champ. We'll just do championship, League 1, League 2.
1 hour later.
All right, so now we have the list of every team in the championship down to Football League 2. Super exciting to have them all in. Now the next step is brought to us where we need to have who are we going to be bringing into the team? Who are we going to be picking? So what we need to do is now this is where it gets easier. We need our 10. So we're just going to spin it 10 times. Whoever it lands on, that's who it ends up being. We're just going to go 10 seconds, let it spin around. Be good, be fast. Not gonna let it spin slowly. So, all right, let's get it going. What our 10 teams are gonna be. Our first team to be picked is it's gonna be Preston North End. So we will remove their name. Barnet gonna be the second team. Some of these would be very interesting, and some of these would make it very interesting kind of early on, like trying to rebuild. Some of them would be like they're already kind of good. It's getting them back to the Premier League, but Bristol City would be an interesting one. We do have some interesting ones already because only one of them I think is in the championship right now, technically. Wrexham is going to be on the list, it looks like, in 4th. Wow, they make the list. Kind of wild. You know what I probably should have done? I probably should have mixed them up so they're not all league. But you know what? We're just going to go with it. Crew Alexandria, so that's 5. We need 5 more to be picked. Amarillo Rovers out. Who's gonna be next? Wickham. No, Burton Albion. That is 3, 6, 7. We need 3 more. Here's our 8th team to make it in to see if they're gonna get picked or not. Southampton or Swansea. We haven't seen Swansea in a hot minute, but it's gonna be Southampton. So we'll remove that. 2 more to finish it out. Number 9. Watford. We're gonna get a little Watford. And our final team to be picked for this amazing Leyton Orient. Ooh, Leyton Orient would be a good one.
2 hours later.
500. We can't see the names. 3 tallies. That is what we need. 3 tallies to move on. Southampton's going to get tally number 1. We're going to shrink the spin back down to 5 seconds so that it goes quicker. Southampton's going to get 2. Southampton might make it to the final 5 right away. Leyton Orient on the board. Leyton Orient again on the board. Ooh, Tranmere Rovers on the board. Again, this is always the hardest one, but Leyton Orient is going to be our first one to make it through. If they get picked again, we will remove them. Preston North on the leaderboard. Burton Albion on the board. Watford gets on. Took a little bit for some of these teams to show up, but Southampton. Oh, Southampton make it too. They're through. We need 3 more teams. Preston North. Wrexham is on the board. Ooh, that would be interesting. They already been promoted a couple times in a row, so that would be an interesting one to try to see if we can hold off in the championship. Crew Alexandria. Barnet on the board now. Premier Rovers. We got a lot of 2s now. Bristol City gets their first shout. Everyone's got a shout now. Southampton is already through, so we're going to remove all instances for them. That will take out 50 chances. Burton Albion will be our 3rd team through. They'll remove all instances. And then Wrexham are going to get a shout. They are on the doorstep with Preston North End. Barnet are on the doorstep. We got a couple doorsteps here. Couple teams trying to get through the front door. Watford is on the doorstep. Man, we got a lot of good looks. Who's it gonna be? Tremere Rovers are through. Remove their name from the list. We need one more team. And Barnet is going to be our last team through the first round. Wrexham was really close. Preston North End would have been interesting to maybe try to get through another round, but they are just going to come up just short.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
We'll go 250 this round. All right. Same thing, just need 3 tallies to make it to the final, and then you get 5 tallies to try to win it all. So it's gonna be interesting. Burton Albion with the first tally right away. Congratulations on getting first pick right away. Premier Rovers. Burton Albion. Already on doorstep to make the finale. Leyton Orient. Kind of what I want, honestly. Leyton Orient's kind of my first choice, possibly, if they do get picked. But Tremere Rovers is kind of the underdog to just kind of show up out of nowhere. Leyton Orient on the doorstep. We have 3 teams on the doorstep already. Southampton has not even been chosen once yet, nor have Barnet. Leyton Orient is going to be our first team to the finale. So that is a great shout there. And it's going to be Tremere Rovers. Burton Albion got to the doorstep first to try to get through and never got chose. Southampton and Barnet never got picked. All right, everyone's got their name 10 times on the leaderboard. Here we go. 5 tallies are needed. 5 tallies. Tremere Rovers gets the first tally. Leyton Orient bounces back with a tally. I think both of these would be pretty good choices, honestly. I think they're both either League 1 or League 2, so it would be a very good shout and fight for this. Tremere Rovers with the commanding lead so far, 2 choices. Leyton Orient gets back with 1. It's gonna be a close one, I think. Tremere Rovers on the doorstep of being picked. It's kind of looking like this is where our career is going with Jose Mourinho, and that is where it's going. It is going to be, I'm probably saying it horribly weird, but Tremere Rovers. What a choice! What a spin-off. Let's see, where exactly do they reside? Maybe it is. All right, they reside in Football League 2, so it would be a full-on Football League 2, 2 League 1, 2 Championship, to the Premier League career mode. So our FIFA one would last a long time. It could last a couple of long seasons ahead. Wow, that is that could be pretty cool. We will have to pick a stadium, obviously, where we're gonna play. I think you can change the stadium throughout the career mode. I don't think you have to stay in the one you choose at the beginning. If you do, that's a tough shout. We'll have to just stick in our tiny little stadium forever and try to win everything in that small stadium. But as the board expectations are, don't finish last. So it's going to be an interesting build-up. But that's the other thing. FIFA, I will have to think of the rules, how we go month by month. What we could do, honestly, for like the first couple seasons is try to like play as, try to record as much of it and make that into a video, and kind of wait until we get to the higher ranks, and it's kind of like, all right, now we could maybe be showing more games. We'll see. But our goal is to try to make our fans love this club and try to bring them to the Premier League. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. Don't even know who's even on this team, so it's going to be an interesting fight. But I'm excited. It's going to be exciting to get both of these career modes going and working. And yeah, until then, keep a lookout on YouTube. Go follow the Twitch also. That's where if you want to see it all live happen in front of us, what we're doing for signings, everything that's happening on just team wise, trying to get this team put together well, go over on Twitch, because the YouTube videos might not be showing all that. They might not show all the very in-depth things that we're changing all the time. It might just be quickly mentioned before we show the games that we did end up playing. It's gonna be pretty interesting, not to say the least. Gonna be very interesting. So exciting to see what happens. And yeah, keep the lookout, and I will catch you all later. Peace.